Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. Today's video we have a new foundation to test out. This is the new Huda Beauty Faux Filter Skin Foundation, the new stick foundation. I have seen a little bit about this foundation. It seems like a lot of people are enjoying it, so I figured why not give it a try and let you guys know my thoughts on it. I do have combo skin, so we'll see if this like natural finish type foundation will hold throughout the day. I did try the first foundation in the pump, which I didn't really enjoy that foundation too much. It was a little bit too full coverage for me and just looked kind of cakey on my face. So I'm really excited to try this one because it is a buildable coverage. The fact that this one is supposed to be a buildable coverage, and so either I feel like anybody could probably use it if you want to go more on the natural side or build it up to be a little more glam. So without further ado, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time that I upload, and let's just get into it. So I'm gonna put my hair back. There we go. All right, so you guys know the drill. I always use the primers that I know work because I want to give the foundation a fair shot. So of course I'm gonna use my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer and my Hard Candy Hydrating Primer, which I've been using this all the time. I really love this. So first, you guys know I go in with my Tarte and just press this into the T-zone. And with the Hard Candy all over the face. And this is just like a nice hydrating gripping primer. So I've really been loving that because my skin has been a little bit more dry lately. So the hydration I love, and that grippy like texture sensation is perfect for grabbing onto a foundation. I do have some breakouts here, so we'll see if it covers up those. So I got mine in 310G Amaretti, I think it's called. What the packaging looks like. Plastic. I love that it has a clear top on top. You can kind of just see the color and product. So let's just go ahead. Actually, let me try to read some claims. Okay, natural finish, buildable coverage, waterproof. And I think it's supposed to be transfer resistant as well. Alright, so it says, for light medium coverage, apply to face and buff out with your favorite sponge or brush. Repeat to build coverage as needed. For full coverage, swipe foundation directly on a dense flat brush and apply to face. Blend foundation outward and repeat until desired coverage. So maybe we'll do one side with the sponge to make it light medium coverage, and then we'll do the brush to see if it does give you that full coverage, just so we can see. Look at a piece of like lint on my face. I haven't used this one. All right, so let's do the light to medium on this side with the sponge, and it says to, I think, apply directly. So apply directly. Hopefully this shade works. Gonna be a little bit deep. I did have self tanner on, but now it's starting to fade here on my chest, but like on my arms it's still there. So don't mind that. I'll just bring it down my neck here. So we're gonna go in with my sponge and just pounce this out. Okay, so right away, I'm definitely seeing that it is a light coverage with just those few swipes that I did, because you are still able to see my breakout right there. I'm sure you can see it, but it looks good on the skin though. Now let's go on the other side with the brush, and it says to apply it directly to the brush. And I apply it directly to the brush, and I'm gonna go in and just buff this in. I'm actually gonna switch to my flat top kabuki. So it definitely did give more coverage on this side. Just a pinch. Nothing too crazy, so I feel like you could probably do either or. But I think, personally, I think I'm liking the brush side more. I'm gonna go on this side and build it up with the sponge. You guys know I'm more of a medium to full coverage kind of girl. I feel like if I'm gonna wear foundation, I want it to cover nicely. And just kind of give me an even canvas because I do have redness. So it did build really nicely. It still looks great. It added that extra little bit of coverage, but I do find that I like the brush side better. I feel like it didn't take so much work compared to trying to do this with the sponge and kind of blend it out. So for me, I think the brush is a winner. So I'm gonna add a little bit right here because that breakout just does not want to cover up with the sponge. So we're gonna add a little bit. And I did add some down my neck just to even everything out. All right, I like where this is at, perfect. Now I wanna go in with concealer and see how concealer blends out on top. And I've been loving using my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin in the inner corners. Just here in the inner corners because it is so full coverage. And then to do a little more highlighting, I've been loving the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer in medium light neutral. And then I just add this here on the outside. This does dry down pretty quickly, so I kind of have to go in pretty quick just so it doesn't dry down. Okay, and everything blended beautifully on top. I think it looks really good. Now to set, I did forget to mention that I do have a new powder that I want to try too. Why not? Just try two products together. And I have the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. This is just in translucent. I really want to try this powder. I love trying new powders to see. They'll give me such like a nice soft blurred effect. And this says a super fine 14-hour long wear blurring setting powder made for a light bake to a heavy cake. Dust with the powder brush and bake with a puff for a soft matte finish with no flashback. Sounds good to me. I know Star came out with powder with MAC that I never got to try, but I heard it was really good, so I feel like this is gonna be really good. This is what the mini looks like. I didn't even show you the packaging. My top stick. Super cute, pink top, red letters. I just got the mini. They do have a mini and they have a regular size, and then they have two shades. So if translucent is too light for you, there is a darker shade. Puff here, it is a little bit dirty on this side, but I do buff here, and I'm gonna use the puff. Okay, right off the bat. It is definitely matte. Nice blurring effect. Go in with my sponge like I would normally do and press that in on this side. Trying to see which side I like better. I bet they kind of look the same. So either or, if you want to puff, you can puff, or just use your sponge if you don't have a puff. And I'm just gonna kind of set everywhere, then I'm gonna put powder. Recently, I have really been loving this Milk Makeup Blur Plus Set Matte Loose Setting Powder. This is so good, you guys. I am obsessed. And it has absolutely no flashback. It makes my skin look like I have a soft filter effect on it. It is so blurring. I love it. So that's what I'm going to kind of compare this One Size Beauty with, because I'm obsessed with that powder right now. You guys know I was loving the Too Faced Peach Perfect one, which I love it, but that Milk Makeup one, Like the way everything blended out on top of each other. The powder looks nice. And I have powder all over my t-shirt. Thanks for telling me, you guys. So I am going to finish my makeup off camera and I'll be right back to give you my thoughts. Alright, you guys, so I have finished off my makeup. Everything blended out really nicely on it. The only thing that I can say I can be really kind of picky about is for some reason on this side, it like really clinged onto my dry patches right here and here. So that's the only things that kind of stuck out to me. But like I said, it blended out nicely. It gave me, you guys saw, a light medium coverage with the sponge and then a more of a medium coverage on the brush side, which I do know I enjoy more the brush side. I feel like it's easier to blend out and everything with a brush compared to the sponge. I feel like I'm sitting there blending for a long time. Overall, I like how makeup looks. The powder is really beautiful and smooth. I do like it. So it is 12:23 and I will be doing a wear test on this. So I'm going to check in a few times during the day and then we'll do a final check-in later tonight. And we'll see how long this foundation will last. I am going out, so I'm going to put on my mask and we'll see if it is non-transfer proof. So I will check back in with you guys in just a little while. Okay guys, so I have been wearing this foundation for probably about 2.5 hours now. And actually so far, I actually think this is going to be one of those foundations that the longer you wear it, the better it looks, if that makes any sense. I feel like some foundations, like you put it on and it kind of looks eh. But then as I've been wearing it, I think I really like it. It looks really good. I've been wearing sunglasses and not much came off on my sunglasses. And there's no like indentions or like spots from where the sunglasses were sitting. So that's a plus. But yeah, everything still looks really good. I don't think I'm oily. Let's see. Nope. Not oily at all. Nothing. So that's between the foundation and the powder probably. So everything's wearing good right now. It hasn't been too long, but we'll check back in a few more hours and we'll see where this foundation is at. But so far everything looks really good. Everything's still on. So alright you guys, so we are going to stop this wear test at, I think it's about 5 hours of wear. I am much oily now here in my T-zone and some has started to come off around my chin and off my nose. My nose is pretty oily, but the rest of my face is fine. None of this is oily. This is maybe a teensy bit shiny, but not bad. Let's get a blotch sheet. Sorry I'm not doing like a super long wear test today, but I need to go to the gym, so, and I really don't want to wear this to the gym, nor these fake eyelashes. 5 hours, I kind of already know my thoughts. So let's go ahead and blot. A little bit. And then right here in the T-zone. So I definitely did get some. It is back to matte and I think it looks good. Overall, the only complaints I have is right here, it really attached to my dry patches and here around my nose. But other than that, I really do like the way this looks. This is definitely a foundation that I think wears well. I actually think it looks better than when I first applied it for some odd reason. I don't think I mentioned in the beginning, this was and is a satin finish. Like it's not matte and it's not super glowy neither. So I think it's the perfect in between. I think anybody could probably use this foundation. Just make sure you're using your certain primers that you always use and you'll be good to go. I think this is a perfect foundation for someone that wants something more light or wants something a little more full coverage because you can build it up to that. It's about to die, so we're going to wrap this up. I will keep testing this out and let you guys know my thoughts on it. Before you go, please don't forget this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.